Am I going to be on the stove doing something?
You don't have to be. You can be making it as I'm doing it, or you don't have to.
I want to make it as you're doing it. So,
If you have the ingredients, you can go for it.
We need
so the marshmallows, it's not in the microwave, it's on the top of the stove.
You're not cooking the marshmallows.
Okay.
If you cook the marshmallows, you blew it.
Oh no, I haven't done a thing. That's why I'm asking you. What's my setup here?
You can use the microwave, which is above me, to melt the stuff that's going to be mixed in with the marshmallows. But I am not doing it that way.
I'm doing exactly what you tell me to do.
So I have a saucepan.
But you don't have to start yet. I mean, I just look. I mean,
I'm sorry. I had to gear all my stuff, Kathy, because I have never done this before.
You've never made salted nut roll before?
No, never. She just buys it at the store. She's got you guys all fooled.
Charlene! This is a secret.
I have made it tons of times.
I'm just teasing.
But I have never done it like demonstrating. So I have all my ingredients out.
Yeah.
A half a stick of butter. It can be salted or not. The marshmallows. And it doesn't have to be, it can be cold because it's going to go into the saucepan.
Okay, that was my next question.
The sweetened condensed milk, the peanut butter chips, and the butter are what you're melting in the saucepan.
Okay.
I know you're super worried about this. See, now next year, when we have retreat in person,
Yeah.
somebody else gets to bring the salted nut roll. That's my challenge. We don't need 500 salted nut rolls.
Oh, shoot.
You're funny.
Becky, are you going to make it too?
I was going to, but I don't see a sweetened condensed milk. I'm still looking.
Oh my gosh, come over to Egan right here real quick.
I can run over and grab one.
Don't get any tickets, don't run any red lights.
I'll just leave my kids here. I'll bring it over to you.
Oh, get to watch kids and cook and talk.
Yeah. I'll trade you for some clothing.
Hey, so at the talent show, did my signal last all the whole time? Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone loved that.
There were a lot of good comments in the chat, I noticed.
Dash. I love dash. La, la, la.
Yeah, I'm always worried about how things look to everybody else and what's coming across. So I finally started, most of the time I have my main computer running everything, and then I've signed in on my tablet on the side so I can see what everybody else is seeing too.
Oh, wow.
Kind of overkill, but.
We just all need to pray right now that Carol's notepad lasts the whole time. And then we need to pray that Carol and Charlene and Hannah and...
Where's your charger? There's a cord, there's a plug-in right there.
Yeah, but I need a little knob thing. And I don't know where one is. I had it charging in the back. There might be one downstairs.
I'll find.
So we need a pan, not a microwave? I didn't know.
You can do either way. I
Okay.
prefer stovetop.
Okay.
And you're not, do not get ahead of me, because if
I won't, I just need to get it out.
you cook your marshmallows, you messed up. If you're
I
not,
haven't done anything.
what you will want is a big pan to mix the marshmallows and the sauce together. Really big. Better to have too big so you can mix it up really quick than to have it too little and not have enough space. So I'm going to use my really big pan just because it will. And I don't know how many of you people are signed up for what comes after me, and I forgive the background noise. I timed myself. I think we should be able to do this in a half hour, but I wasn't doing it in front of an audience. So grandchildren are in the background because they could come to this retreat. That's the right charger. We just need something to plug it in. Just in case.
Hey, what kind of pan? Oh, are you gonna cover all this? Okay, I'll be quiet.
My saucepan's too big. You don't really need that big of one.
No, like a fifth. No, I mean like, is it like a 13 by 9? You know that you put
Yeah.
it in. Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually using my French white, but a 13 by 9 baking pan that you can take somewhere is perfect. I usually do that when I'm going to real retreat. Instead of fake retreat. Ah.
Exciting.
Yeah. All I need is a regular bread. There might be one in Dad's computer room. Hey, can you still see me okay? I've moved it around a bit.
I have a different window open, so I'm not sure.
Looks just like the barefoot Contessa.
Oh, I'm not barefoot though. I have flip-flops on. Flip-flop sandals. It's all good. Are you excited, Kathy?
I'm like totally, I've been baking a lot and buying things for my kitchen so I can bake some more. So this fits right in. And then I take everything to work and make them eat it.
We have sourdough that we have been keeping going since 2013. And
Whoa.
giving it away to people? Yep, that's fine. We're all set. We are plugged in, so we will not be losing juice.
Good deal.
Yay! And it says I'm at 98%. Becky, if you ever want to start sourdough, I have some I can bring your way.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
I like sourdough.
Linda Smith and Tammy Ratshafer each have some of this sourdough now.
Oh, cool.
What did you say, Kathy? You don't like sourdough?
I don't.
You either like it or you don't. But for some people who have trouble with regular bread, they can eat the sourdough better than the regular bread.
I mean, I think it's groovy, but I've just never. I'm gonna eat all these peanuts. We don't hurry up.
Well, it's 3:03. I'm gonna wait for Becky to tell me when she thinks I should go.
Yeah, you can probably, let me make sure, are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay. You can go ahead anytime, I think.
Okay, I just want to see who else on here.
It says
Yeah.
we have 5.
What?
It says we have 5.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's all we're gonna have.
I know Millie's
Shocked.
doing it.
Shocked and dismayed.
There was some trouble with the link for Millie's, so they got started a little late, so there might be people rolling over when she wraps up too. I don't know for sure.
Oh,
You got us on record, so we could just go ahead.
Yeah, you can
Were
watch.
the people who were originally here all here now, Becky? Can you kind of be my watch person for me?
Okay.
Because I don't want to mess my tablet up and lose my picture. So if you could do that, that would be great. So a saucepan or a microwave container. What our first step is we are going to be combining the sweetened condensed milk, the Reese's peanut butter chips, and the half a stick of butter. And you can melt it in the microwave or you can do it over in the saucepan. I'm a saucepan kind of gal. I don't know why. Call me old fashioned. So, just a moment. If I was a good Martha Stewart, I would have already had this open. But I'm a beginner. Novice cook.
That's all right. I'm sure we're opening along with you.
So I'm opening my I'm opening my sweetened condensed milk. My husband tried to buy evaporated milk. I'm like,
oh no.
I've got one of those. I'm like, I always have sweetened condensed milk. How do I not have this?
Okay, so you're just getting it into your saucepan.
Carol, I just joined.
Really
Is that the
gross.
first thing you're putting in?
It doesn't matter, yes.
Yes.
That's the first thing I'm putting in. You can microwave it or you can put it in a saucepan. I prefer a saucepan. Okay,
My
so
God.
what is going into the pan is the sweetened condensed milk, a half a stick of butter, can be salted or not salted. I tend to always just use salted butter, so I'm not a purist of any kind. And it's salted nut roast, so the more salt, the better. Okay, just trying to get a little more out of my pan.
Ah.
And if you don't have it all, that's okay, but who wants to waste this good gooey, sticky stuff, right? Not me.
Oh man, that's so sticky.
It's very sticky. Now I'm opening up my Reese's peanut butter chips. I'm just gonna pour the whole bag in there on top of my sweetened condensed milk.
What size bag? 12 ounce?
Yes. I don't know, they probably sell it in other ounces, but yes, it is 12 ounces. Oh, actually, I lied. 10 ounces.
10 ounces.
It may have been 12 ounces when I first started doing this. We've had a lot of creep.
Yes.
The marshmallow bag is actually now 10 ounces, but when I first started, it was 10 and a half. It's not going to be an issue. Okay. My half a stick of butter, I'm going to just chop it up into pieces so that it will melt a little faster. So I'm just slicing it and throwing it all over my stove. You can do better than that. Okay. Hopefully there's not dog hair in there. Problem when you have dogs. Okay, so we're just gonna melt this until it is smooth. When you're doing it over the stove, you don't want to burn it. So you want to be stirring it. In the microwave, I can't tell you. But if you're going to microwave it, I would advise that you wait because yours is going to cool off and you don't want it to cool off. So just wait till we get to that part. Okay, while your stuff is melting in your pot, I'm going to take half of my big jar of nuts because I bought the big jar instead of buying 2 little jars. In my 13 by 9 pan, I am going to pour out half my nuts.
Hey, is it greased, the pan?
It's not going to
Grease?
matter. My pan is not greased. It really won't matter. So I'm pouring half my nuts. And it's an approximation. It really won't matter. All right.
Yikes.
Okay. And I'm trying to speed this, so I'm actually melting my chips on medium, but I usually go just above medium low because I don't want to burn it. Okay. And do you guys all have a big bowl to pour your marshmallows into?
A big bowl?
A big mixing bowl?
Okay.
So while you're doing this,
Is that
Yeah.
big enough?
yeah. So I'm just pouring the marshmallows into that bag. Or I mean into my bowl, excuse me. Do as I do, not as I say. Alrighty, so there we go. But like I said, you're not going to melt your marshmallows.
Okay.
The hot sauce, when you're done, you're going to pour it over the marshmallows and stir it.
Okay.
And that will melt your marshmallows.
I bet.
Okay, are we all on the same page so far?
I'm on your page.
Awesome. Carol,
Am I the only one doing this?
Carol, the salty nut lady. So mine is starting to get pretty smooth, but you really want it to be totally smooth sauce. Because that will mean that it's warm enough to do what you want it to do when you mix it in with the marshmallows. But it's not like fudge. You don't have to have it like at an exact temperature or anything like that.
This is a big jar of nuts.
Yeah.
Mine was, it's about 2 pounds of nuts. So, and you hope they're dry roasted, because if they're not salted, it's not going to work as well. I've made that mistake before.
Dry roasted is right?
Salted and dry roasted. You can probably use honey roasted if you want a different flavor, but the salt and the sugar is the best combination.
Sea salt.
That will be
Yeah.
fine.
The Costco's large size.
It's all good.
I think I have all the ingredients.
So my sauce is getting pretty smooth. I still have a few little chunks in there. Yep, mine is pretty good now. How's everybody else's?
Mine's done.
Okay.
Ready.
So are we all like smoothing our sauce?
Smooth. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now with your very strong stirring thing, turn your oven or your stove off. I always like
Okay.
to so turn your stove off. Pour your sauce into your marshmallows.
Uh-oh.
Get as much of it out as you can. You can lick the pan later. My assistant staff member is just walking into the kitchen. We found out today that Ivy likes salted nut rolls.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
Okay, so after you get that all as best you can scooped out over your marshmallows, I sometimes tend to leave too much in my pan, but all right, now you're gonna mix it up and get it all around those marshmallows.
This is the hard part, right?
Yes, this is the worst. Well, the second worst part.
Oh.
The worst part is getting it smoothed over the nuts that you already have in your 13x9 pan.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna sprinkle your remaining nuts on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Pat it down. And then you're gonna put it in the refrigerator to set it. Because if you try to cut into it right now when we're all done, you're just gonna have a big mess.
Right. We have to wait.
Yep. You don't have to leave it in the refrigerator after it's set, but you will want it to firm up in the refrigerator before you eat.
So are these marshmallows, they're not going to melt all the way, are
No,
they?
they do not melt all the way. You're just trying to
Okay.
get it mixed smooth.
Just
So
want to
that's
get them covered,
Yeah.
covered with crap.
And once you get them covered, you're done, and you can do the very funnest part, Kathy, the worst part. which is to put them into your 13 by 9 pan. Keep your bottom nuts kind of even, so I try to scoop it around a bit. Smooth it out as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect because after you get the other nuts on top of it, you'll flatten it down with a spatula.
Carol, I think you have another calling. You could be another Jacques Papin.
Oh, who?
Jacques Papin.
I have no clue who that even is.
Julia Child, Jacques Papin. You know,
No,
cooking show.
actually, if I had my passion, which didn't exist until I got older, it would be if someone would give me the opportunity to read their Audible book. That would be so cool. I've tried hard to be a good reader, and I've really worked at it. And that would be like such an honor. If I could do that, that would be sweet. Okay, so now it's in my pan, and I'm just going to kind of smooth it around my bottom nut, so to speak, as best I can, but it doesn't have to be perfect, ladies. Cut yourself a little bit of slack.
It's not.
It doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to sprinkle your remaining nuts on top of it. And you're not going to throw out, do not throw out the one or your big container that you got your nuts out, because I will show you something else when we're done.
Oh.
When we are all done. Okay, mine's looking pretty good. I'll show you the consistency. Okay, so this is what I currently have right now.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
All right.
Show that again. I'm sorry, I was looking down writing.
See?
Oh, okay.
It's just even out there. As
Okay.
best as I could do it without touching it, trying not to be one of these fingers in the mouth cooks, which I am kind of naughty about. All right. Now I am taking the rest of my nuts. Are you guys ready?
Okay.
All right. Just sprinkling the rest of my nuts all over them
Okay.
as evenly as I can. If you think you've got enough nuts, you can stop. This is all a judgment call. All right. I just threw them all in there because I could. But don't throw your container away. Okay. See? All right. Now I'm taking this big spatula, or if you can use your hands, but like I said, I am trying to be really clean because tomorrow I'm probably going to be doing a nearly virtual drop-off of some salted nut rolls to people because I got way too much. Okay, so let me know when you got your nuts if you're ready to. All you're going to do is go with the spatula and push down on it to kind of get that sticky stuff to hold your nuts on. So you're just pushing down on your nuts with a spatula or your hand, whatever. Like I said, Carol is being very good to be trying to keep germs out of here. And
Hannah,
then,
have you seen her do this before?
I didn't even know Hannah was on here. I'm sure she's probably helped with it. All right.
I've
So
been
here we go.
around for it, but I've never actually watched her do it.
Okay, so here we go. It's all ready. Now I'm going to go ahead, excuse me, and just put it in my refrigerator to chill so it can be cut.
Hi, Ivy.
Say hi. So mine is in my refrigerator. I did not cover it. I just stuck it in because any moisture from the heat below, you don't want that moisture setting in. So I just put it in the fridge uncovered. And this is what it should look like, ladies, when you're all done.
Oh.
I actually had to do a batch before because we know at these things, they always show you the finished product.
The finished product, right.
So Grandma did it, and here it is. There we go. We are all done. And it was even less time than I did before. Took us 20 minutes.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, and And if you're with me, so I did this before, right? And when you get all done and you cut it up, you're gonna find loose nuts in the bottom of your pan. Because I saved this from when I did it before, I've got some nuts in here. And now here's another Halloween treat that you can bake if you like sweet and salty mixed together, or salty and sweet mixed together. Buy some candy corn and mix it with your nut and stir it up. And now you've got another treat, just like that.
What a homemaker you are.
That's a great idea.
Thank you. So
How did yours turn out, Kathy?
got a second treat out of this. It's a pretty good combination because I like candy corn, but it's too sweet without the salt mixed in with it.
Yeah, all sorts of
Oh
nuts.
my God, talk about too sweet.
You could add little chocolate morsels to it, but my husband likes milk chocolate and I am a dark chocolate connoisseur, so that won't work. We leave the chocolate out because we couldn't agree.
Yeah, I was gonna say put M&Ms in that combo before.
Yeah, and that's how we've stayed married for 40 years. You know what battles you have to fight and what ones to just let go. Just let it go, like a duck.
Have a
Let it
separate
off your
dish.
back.
Have a separate dish of M&Ms and then, just dish yourself a little portion and add your own M&Ms later.
But this is what I love to do with my leftover nuts because, you're not going to waste them. So I save my container and then I did this. So there we go. Thank you guys for joining me. It was actually fun and went better
Thank
than
you.
I
Well
thought it
done.
would.
It was wonderful.
Thank
Good work,
you.
Grandma.
Thank you. Love you all.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Here's my tester.
She's licking the spoon.
Mm.
And Linda, I need to let you know that it was not your fault. The links were all messed up for me.
I know she sent me one to invite and I got right in.
Okay.
But anyways, now my iPad's been rebooted and everything, so I'm in good shape.
Yeah.
If I never would have volunteered to do this, I wouldn't have known I could pull it off. So I'm really glad now that I did it. And thanks for your prayers because I think it went pretty good.
It went wonderful. I got the whole recipe written down here as you did it.
That was the end.
Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.
Now people won't be mad when you don't bring it to your tree.
I'll say you guys could have brought it yourself. No. No. I'll probably bring it next year, but we really don't need everyone to bring it because that would be kind of an overload. It's really easy, and my mother-in-law likes to make it because it's a treat you can make on a hot summer day and you're not heating up the whole house. So, like if you were making brownies, then you have to bake it in the oven kind of thing.
You're gonna be on a sugar high, girl.
So there we go. It was fun, and now I have to go get ready for church tomorrow with my prayer concerns and everything. So to do that. So I'm gonna go enjoy being a grandma for the rest of the day.
Bye-bye.
Glad you guys could join me. And
Kiss it.
now I know that I can do cooking in front of people all by myself. Who'd have known?
Are you waving at Linda?
Who'd have known?
Just point at them. None of them know who you're waving at.
So, Becky, who all do we have on here right now?
I see.
Well, people are dropping off now.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Kat
okay.
here.
What? More.
Background noise.
Like that?
Oh, well.
I can make some
We can
static.
watch the video and maybe see who's all listening. I think I saw 6 at one point.
It's okay. Well, that's pretty good.
Not too bad.
Grandma.
It's
You
better
haven't
than none. I said if nobody showed up, I could just ditch it.
Except for that they were recording.
Okay, well, you guys have a blessed rest of the afternoon. This has been fun.